Hi, today's topic is about adoption of new technology, whether it is good or bad for human. Hello, my name is Tapash and my channel name is EduQuester. So let's discuss more on this subject. According to me, adopting new technology is good, but as long as that is used for the betterment of human life. However, the same technology, once it starts hampering the human life, then the adoption should be stopped. Ask an IT employee and he or she will tell you that they live under the constant fear of losing the job. As a result, they have to constantly upgrade themselves and get new certificates. However, there is no end to it because technology is coming thick and fast and you have to get used to it and you have to learn about it. But there is no guarantee that despite learning the new technology, you would still retain the job. Let's take an example of artificial intelligence because that's the talk of the town. So if an organization wants to implement artificial intelligence in service desk job, they will automate at least 50% of the job if they use artificial intelligence to their full potential. Now, what would happen? Let's say 100 guys are working in service desk and they have used artificial intelligence. Now, 50 of these 100 will lose their job. And someone may say, you know what? Artificial intelligence is going to create more jobs. There is no denial about it. However, those new jobs would be very high skilled. That means someone is always required to manually check the automations, what's going on. Because if an organization implements any automation, they would need someone to check. So an organization would cut down 50 jobs and they may appoint 1 or 2% who knows about artificial intelligence or who knows about the automation topic or automation subject, and they will keep them just to monitor the automation. But the net result is still 40 to 45 people are going to lose their job. I started my career in 2005, and in those days, automation was not a big deal. Yes, we had computers, obviously, and there were telephony system, good telephony system, but not many people were losing the job. However, in today's world, because of the technological advancement, many people are losing their job. You may say, yes, they are going to lose the job if they are not upgrading themselves. But is there a stoppage? There is no stoppage. Today it is artificial intelligence, tomorrow it is going to be something else. So someone who has studied for almost 10 plus 2 plus 3, 15 years, started the job, constantly doing the certification, at one point even he or she would not be able to upgrade themselves because of multiple reasons. That's a different topic altogether. We can talk about it. Why cannot they upgrade? Because someone would still argue, if you want to retain your job, you have to constantly upgrade. But as I said, there is no guarantee. Even if you upgrade yourself, right, still you may lose the job. Let me give you a few examples of how dangerous artificial intelligence is. If you are a programmer, AI can actually do your job. If you're someone who likes coding, who likes building app, AI can actually build the job. So you become obsolete. Now you can be someone who can manage the artificial intelligence. That's a different thing. Those are going to be very limited jobs. But most of the jobs, let's say 5 to 7 years down the line, most of the jobs would not exist. Most of the repetitive jobs would not exist. Even the low complex or medium complex job would not exist in very near future. You would find a lot of unemployment, and who is benefiting? It's the organizations. They are benefiting because their only objective is maximize on the profit, and that is the only objective. At the same time, companies, those who are there in India, most of them are service company, so they are getting declined from either from the US market or from the European market. And these clients also, they want to cut down their costs and they want to maximize the profit. And how would they maximize the profit? The direct impact is on the labor. They will have to cut down the labor. Once they cut down the labor, they would see a positive impact on their profit margin, and the profit would start increasing, and that would make the organization happy. If you're still not able to understand what I'm trying to tell you, the magnitude of the problem or the magnitude of the issues with the adoption of new technology, let me give you another example. You go to YouTube or Instagram, or you search in Google about Amazon warehouse, and if you look at those videos, you would understand what exactly I am saying. If in warehouse, Amazon warehouse, if it requires 500 employee to be in the warehouse, they're not using 500 employee. They may be just using 20% of 500 in that warehouse. Rest, everything are managed by the bots. So that's the kind of unemployment, or that's the kind of reduction Amazon has done. That's the kind of reduction Amazon has done in their salary cost by reducing the number of employees and increasing the number of bots in their warehouse. And the bots are also working with a lot of precision. According to me, adoption of new technology should be restricted to some of the fields like military, in the health industry, and in transportation industry, or in agriculture for that matter, because that will help us in making our life better. But if you are adopting technology without even being worried about what's going to happen to us, people like us, then technology is going to make our life really, really bad. At least those who are in the management, or at least those who have very high skilled certification, they are the one who would be able to retain the jobs to an extent. But most of the jobs, those who are repetitive in nature, low complex or medium complex, I think down the line, 5 to 7 years, those jobs are not going to exist. If you look closely, technology is not only impacting our jobs, but this is also impacting our life. For example, ATM is a good thing, but at the same time, how many of you are really willing to wait for the 30 seconds for the money to come out? As soon as we insert the card, we expect the money to come out immediately, but that's not going to happen. Not only that, at our office also, everything or everyone wants everything to be done immediately. As a result, you are under constant pressure of delivering. Now, what is happening? That is making you more hyper. You come home, you feel irritated, you don't feel like talking to anyone, and you feel very jittery. And that has become a common problem in most of the household. Not only this, if you pick up the data, you would see that there is a sudden increase in heart attack among the IT employees. Why? This is because of the pressure. You don't have anything. Everyone wants everything to be done right now. As a result, because of the pressure, even many young boys are dying right on the floor, or maybe after reaching home, or on the way to office, or returning back from office. So it is not only our jobs, even our health is getting impacted significantly. So why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this. We can hide from this fear. We can try to do something to keep ourselves relevant for some time. But at the end of the day, I think many of us and many of you would be losing your jobs in the near future because of the adoption of new technology.